welcome back to my channel. As I'm sure you're aware, I recently spent a weekend away in New York, which was just incredible, and if you haven't seen my vlog, I will link it below. And I did a little bit of shopping, mainly beauty, some hits and some misses. I think I got overexcited about seeing all the stuff that you can't get here in the UK, and I went a little bit crazy, especially in Sephora. So I'm going to show you the hits and misses of the stuff that I picked up. Now the majority of my beauty is in here, but this is Sephora and some Dwayne Reed drugstore. So the first product I picked up is the Elizabeth and James Nirvana perfume. And Elizabeth and James, if you don't know, is Mary-Kate and Ashley Olsen's like premium clothing line, and these are the perfumes they brought out. They brought out a black one, which is kind of musky, and a white one, which is a little bit fresher. Now I tried on both, I spritzed really quickly, I thought this smelled a little bit more different, and so I bought it really quickly, and then I really regretted it and wished I'd bought the white one because it's more summer appropriate. This is still stunning though, and really reminds me of Black Orchid by Tom Ford. So I'd say really do definitely try both fragrances and determine which one you actually want, because I wish I'd thought about it a little bit more, maybe left it, maybe not bought it there and then, tried both, maybe even mini samples of them, and then really made an informed decision. But you know what it's like, the grass is always green on the other side, so I'm happy with this for now, but it definitely is more of a winter fragrance than a summer one. Next up I bought the Oscar Blandy Dry Shampoo Powder. I thought this was actually a dry shampoo spray, but it's actually a little powder that you dispense and then really rub in. It really does smell gorgeous. It smells like sherbet. It smells really yummy, but I don't know if I like the fact that it's a powder. I prefer just spraying. So again, a bit of an impulsive one. It does seem to do a nice job though at getting rid of grease, so that's good, but yeah, an impulsive buy. Also in Sephora I picked up this little mini Jersey Moran Coconut Water Cheek Gilet. Now if you've never been to Sephora, just as you're about to pay, they have a whole row full of really cute minis, and this is just so cute and dinky, and I love the colour, it looked really lovely, so I just put it in my basket straight away, even though it was $13, so it's not cheap. And I like it, but I definitely have some drugstore blushes that I prefer. It's kind of a bit like meh on the cheek, like it's really hard to dig your finger in to get to the actual product, and then you kind of like pat it on, and it does give like a nice bit of a colour, but for me I definitely prefer like drugstore blushes from Revlon or Max Factor compared to this, but it is like a nice little product to have, and probably will be really lovely in summer on the beach. So I'm gonna like keep on trying this out and then get back to you with a full verdict, probably in a blog post. Next up, I bought these colours from Sephora X line, which is the Formula X Sephora own line, and I just thought they were really cool colours, and I've heard amazing things about the formula. I've not actually tried them yet, but I really just love the shades. I think that's like a really gorgeous pink, and that is a really cool like summery berry colour, so I'm really looking forward to giving those a proper go. Now my star buy from my Sephora purchase, without a doubt, has to be the Makeup Forever Full Cover Waterproof Concealer. This is magical. And I've got some good concealers, like I've been happy with my Collection 2000 Lasting Perfection one for a long time, but this is just really amazing at getting rid of my dark marks, and I can even use it under my eye mixed in with like an illuminating concealer. It really does cover up absolutely everything. I definitely prefer it to my Calvin Klein Sensual Skin Enhancer. I think it's easier to use. Now that it's waterproof, it'll be great for like summer holidays in the beach, just over an SPF to cover up like any unwanted marks or blemishes. So this is my star product from my Sephora haul. Absolutely love it. I think everybody should try it, and everybody should give this a go, because it really is just, I love it, I love it. So that was my Sephora purchases, and then now on to the drugstore. I picked up two of the L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadows because you can't actually get quite a lot of the shades here in the UK. I picked up the shade Continuous Cocoa, which is a really lovely sultry dark brown, and Bronze Taupe, which is like a notoriously just like gorgeous colour. Very similar to the Maybelline 24-hour colour tattoo on the bronze. Slightly more easily blendable because it's powder, it's like pure pigment, and gives a really lovely just wash of colour, a bit more taupey than the Maybelline one. Love those, they're fantastic, brilliant formula. I wish I'd bought more shades, to be honest, because they just are fantastic. Everybody should give these a go. I love that they're like pure pigment, so you get like a lot, it kind of has like a little press thing here, and then you get a lot of colour payoff, which I think is really, really great. I had to go and pick up the Maybelline Colour Sensational lip glosses because I've heard so much about them and they're just such cool packaging. This is the shade Celestial Coral. And it's really cool. It's very pinky. It's a very pinky coral. I could just imagine it looking really cool on holiday. I wore it whilst I was in New York and I had quite a few compliments. And yeah, I love these. They're very moisturising, very nourishing glosses. I might even prefer them to my other favourite drugstore gloss, the Maybelline Colour Sensational. I think these might really just take it when it comes to the formula. These are lovely. The last thing I got from the drugstore, which is without doubt probably my favourite buy from the drugstore, is the Maybelline Baby Lips Dr. Rescue Balm, and it smells just like, oh, it's definitely a medicated lip balm. It is basically like a tinted version of like a Blistex Mediplus or the Nuxe Rev de Miel. It's really nourishing, really kind of gets in there and hydrates, as well as imparting like a really lovely glow of colour, which I think is just gorgeous. And I'm carrying this around in my handbag. Like today I'm wearing a red lip. When I get bored of that, I'll take it off and I'll just pop some of that on for like a wash of colour. It's so easy to use, keeps lips feeling so cool. I really, really, really want these to come to the UK because I want every single shade of these, just without a doubt. Also picked up something that I know you can get here in the UK, but it was like $2, $3, like no, it was like $5 or something, like really cheap. It is the NYC eyeshadow palette. Now this is created for blue eyes, but I've only just seen this. But I think it's really lovely. It's got a primer, like an eyeshadow primer, and an illuminator there, I think for the inner corners, and it's got some really lovely shades in there. I think it's really gorgeous. Like that's a very interesting colour. I love that gold, like really lovely. I think they make a really lovely smoky eye. And it's so cheap, and I'm looking forward to trying this because I've never tried anything from NYC before, so if I like this I will go back to Superdrug and definitely check out some more. Before we get on to clothes, I'm going to talk about the last beauty item that I got, and this is very special. If you've seen my New York vlog, you'll know what I'm talking about, and I'm doing a blog post about this too, which will be up very soon, and it is the Bite Beauty Lab in New York, in Soho. And it's basically you can make your own lipstick, which is just so, so, so cool. I actually bought in this really old Mavala lipstick, which I've had for about 2.5, 3 years, I don't even know, and I've finished all of it. Like, it's my favourite lipstick. It's a colour called Sensual Pink. It was a really, really, really beautiful, beautiful nude. My favourite nude I think I've ever come across, and I've not been able to get hold of it since, which really upset me because I got it in a pharmacy in Paris on a really one-off. I was actually in there getting, I think, like some medicine, and this caught my eye and I loved it, and I've not been able to find another one similar. I found like variations of it but nothing similar, so I brought that along with me, and the girl literally matched up an almost identical colour for me, pretty much identical I'd say, and in a luminous cream finish, and oh, it smells of vanilla as well. You can get them scented. And I chose vanilla, and it's just, the formula is so, so, so lovely. My lips feel so amazing with it on. No weird like dry flakiness, really gorgeous, and I love the cool like bullet, like that, like oh, it was one of the most incredible experiences. And you can see here like my little, they've written it out, so if I ever want to go back, like they can recreate the colour for me. So I'd say, I think it was like relatively cheap as well. It was like $38 to make your own lipstick and the actual lipstick, so I think that's like not bad at all. So if you're going to New York soon, like I will link below all the details of Bite Beauty Lab. You just have to go. It was amazing, and that's my new favourite lipstick. Now on to some clothes. Right, so these are pretty exciting and pretty extravagant purchase because I wasn't expecting to get anything like this. And these are from Free People, but Jeffrey Campbell for Free People, and these are these like cut out shoes, which I think are just wicked. Like they look so cool, they are so comfortable, like they're comfortable enough to wear out and about shopping. I wore them out and about shopping one day, and but they also look nice to like dress up an outfit. So damn comfy. Just all Jeffrey Campbell's shoes are incredible. Like he does range on Nasty Gal as well, and I loved these, and they were a lot cheaper than they would be here. So really good bargain, and I just love those. Went to Brandy Melville, which again you can get here, but so much cheaper in the States, and I got this top that I'm wearing right now, with a little bandeau underneath it. and it's kind of like a racer back, which I really love. It's like a little grey, cool, comfy racer back. I also got this one, which needs a good iron, but this is the front of it. And then that's the back, which I think is, again, really lovely. And it's kind of like the perfect length. It looks really, really cool with jeans. And the last thing I picked up was a super touristy top. And it was this one from Brandy Melville, again, saying New York on it. And I just love that. It's like the softest cotton ever. So comfy, looks really cool, and I can definitely wear it here without feeling too touristy. And that's my shopping. That is my US haul. I'm really happy I had the most incredible trip, and I'm happy that I got to share some of these things with you guys. And I really would just say, if you're going to the States, definitely try and make a list. Go to Sephora, try everything out, and then go back the next day. Like, don't do any impulse buys like I did, because there are some things that I wish I'd bought. Like, I got a sample of the Tarte Amazonian Clay foundation, and I have been using it since I got back, and I'm totally obsessed with it, and I'm really upset I didn't buy it, because I think it's one of the most incredible, I'm actually wearing it now, and the best foundations I think I've ever used. And I know I say that about loads of foundations, but this is just like, oh my god, it's beautiful. So I wish I'd bought that. So definitely try and be a little bit more restrained and make informed purchases. But I am really happy. I'm definitely going to use everything that I've got. Nothing's going to the back of the pile. I'm definitely going to use it, and yeah, I really enjoyed it. Don't forget to check out my website. Like I mentioned, quite a lot of these products will probably be reviewed on there, so I will link that here now. Come say hi on Twitter, Instagram, and like me on my Facebook page. I always love hearing from you guys, so I love getting like emails, comments, everything else. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!